Benghazi Hillary is the most incompetent and dangerous person to ever be Secretary of State and completely unfit to lead. She gives a speech attacking Trump, but every decision she has ever made has been a disaster for the United States. I just take her private server she kept in a bathroom closet. The top secrets in the United States are kept on a server in her bathroom closet, hacked by a Romanian, by self-admission, with a computer on his table, and obviously hacked by Russia and China and North Korea. Of our top secrets, she should be in charge of the United States. That lady who made such a stupid decision, Benghazi Hillary, and think about her Russian reset. She attacks Trump about Russia. She was so naive, completely naive, and now Russia goes into Crimea. It goes in the Middle East for the first time in 70 years. How irresponsible, stupid, and dangerous. And then China? China's now expanding massively, and while she was Secretary of State, did nothing to advise Obama to stop them. Clearly weak. North Korea, testing missiles all the time. Unbelievable. Hillary, completely incompetent. And Benghazi Hillary, as Trump says, she raised her hand to support the Iraq War, which led to the disintegration of the Middle East. During her term, ISIS started. Now, it's pretty interesting she embraces Obama's legacy, and after 8 years, ISIS is still going strong. They expanded to now 20 countries, birthed during her term, and can't seem to stop it. Al-Qaeda growing massively. And Benghazi Hillary, the reason why we call her Benghazi Hillary is because she was asleep at the switch when 4 Americans were killed, including her ambassador, who asked the State Department 600 times for more security, but she couldn't be bothered to help them. Why? And then lied. She told her daughter and 2 world leaders that it was an Al-Qaeda organized terror attack, but lied to the families and lied to the American people for weeks because she was trying to protect Obama, who was trying to lie to the American people saying Al-Qaeda was vanquished, when in fact it was stronger than ever. And then think about how the Middle East disintegrated under her watch. Yemen, Libya, Iraq, Syria, all disintegrated. Don't represent the countries they once were, now under Iran's control. And that was all her architecture. And then the Iran deal, which was birthed during her term, the most catastrophic, genocidal deal ever, which he still embraces. Eric Trump says his dad got into the race because of how horrible the Iran deal is. So America has a choice. Do we support an administration that gave $150 billion to the world's worst terrorist nation to enhance their terrorism and a clear path to nuclear weapons? That's what you get. And then Israel. She tried to justify Hamas from Gaza sending 10,000 missiles to Israel from schools and hospitals, saying, oh, Gaza is small. In a book she calls Israel occupied territory. When Israel tried to build a few apartments in the holiest capital of the Jewish people for 3,000 years, Jerusalem, she's called Bibi and screamed at him. Seems to care more about apartments in Jerusalem than she does about Iran having $150 billion. She is clearly the worst ever. And then the biggest joke of all is when she says we have to win the war against cyberspace, when she has her surfer in her bathroom. This lady is dangerous and incompetent and a nightmare. She cannot be trusted. She cannot lead. She has never had a job in her life. And this is beside her embracing Obama's legacy. Just think about the economy. We had the worst jobs report today. We're heading towards another recession. This lady has never had a job outside of government. She's never had to make a paycheck and a payroll. Has no idea about business. She claims her husband's going to run the economy. Well, then let him be president, but he already had his term. Well, actually, his term was pretty terrible. All the good stuff that happened was because of Newt Gingrich and the Republican Congress, and it was under Clinton that the beginnings of the unraveling of the 2007 recession were laid. He ran the course off of Reagan's great economic success, and then it petered out towards the end of his term. So Hillary is a disaster in every way, but especially in foreign policy. She's unfit to serve. The worst Secretary of State America has ever had. She cannot allow to be president.